Ever since Spence got into SAG, he just hasn't been the same. Hello filmmakers, Ash here, and welcome to Film It Yourself. You're ready to cast your film and want to hire the best you possibly can. So you're thinking of hiring union actors. Union actors, or SAG actors, are usually more experienced and thus can offer more polished performances, which is a major upside. Plus, by going union, you might have the chance to attach some known actors to your film. But on the downside, there's a lot of steps involved in hiring SAG actors, and on top of all of your normal paperwork, there's lots and lots and lots more paperwork to do. So let's go over the various pre-production steps and paperwork you need to do to hire SAG actors. But first, before you cast your film, you need to decide if you plan to use union or non-union actors. This is critical because you don't want to go through the casting process, pick your cast, and then be surprised when you discover one or more of them are union. Also note that if you plan to use a mixed cast of SAG and non-SAG actors, this might kick the non-SAG actors into the union. So, have a conversation with your non-SAG actors and make sure they are okay with that possibility, as this will require them to pay union fees and might limit the type of work they can accept in the future. Also, pro tip, make sure you absolutely file your SAG paperwork, because if a distributor wants to buy or distribute your film, if you don't have the paperwork done, it's a deal breaker. So make sure you cover yourself in the future and file the paperwork ahead of time. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, let's get on to the steps you need to take in order to work with SAG actors. First up is pre-production. In pre-production, you need to first submit to SAG a preliminary information form, which you can access on the SAG website by going to the Contract and Industry Resources dropdown at the top of the page and selecting the correct category for the type of project. If you're creating a short film, an ultra-low budget film, or a project that will be released only on the internet, then select the new media option. If you're creating a feature film with a budget over $300,000 and or planning a theatrical release, then select the theatrical option. Once there, you'll be given a complete step-by-step guide on how to submit your film to SAG, including a link to the preliminary information form. You'll also need to submit a pre-production cast list, script or treatment, budget, and provide appropriate details for your business type. Still with me? Good, because you'll also need to hire a payroll company that can distribute checks to your actors, as well as take care of all the tax forms you'll need them to fill out. You'll want to look for a payroll company that specializes in filmmaker cast and crew payroll, such as ABS Payroll or Green Slate Payroll. Now, if your actors are working for free and you're filing a new media contract type, then you can apply for SAG Deferred and defer paying your actors till your production has recouped a production cost of $5,000. For more information on SAG Deferred, check out SAG's website here. Next, you'll need to submit your paperwork to SAG, who will then review and contact you within 2 to 3 days to let you know if your project qualifies for the specific category you submitted it under. If it qualifies, you will then be connected with your very own SAG business representative, who will then send you even more paperwork to fill out. Once you've submitted all of that paperwork, SAG will then notify you if your project is cleared and ready to start production. Phew, that was a lot, right? Bet you're glad all that paperwork headache is over, right? Well, it's not quite over yet. So join me in my next video where we will cover all of the paperwork and rules you'll need to follow during production and post-production. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Also, have you ever hired a SAG actor before? If so, did you survive the paperwork landslide? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, sorry. Right away, Mr. Spencer, sir. Here's another one. Please don't fire me.